Ever. So I just finished babysitting, and I chose to sit here to go live right now. It is a storm happening, so as we are just waiting as time goes by, as the Lord goes by. Yeah, I wanted to say hi everyone, aloha, good morning, divine rising, and we are going to start this day with amazing reading, transcendental knowledge, higher vibrations, education. I am your teacher, transcendental teacher, Jai. Hello, Haribo. Haribo, Haribo. I'm going to set this phone up and light some sage. Some cleansing for you and some cleansing for you. Wisdom, knowledge, and protection. Wisdom, knowledge, execution, protection, patience, patience. Thank you, my Lord Jesus Christ. I got baptized a few days ago, and I've been feeling like this. Well, I'm gonna watch my words. Today's a new day. Today is very rainy, of course, but I guess I'm full of patience. Full of patience. Yes, I am woman, I am masculine, I am lovely, I'm divine. Pray everyone that comes to this channel ends up subscribing, learning something new about themselves, and I pray that they share this video with others. I pray that everyone here takes on the knowledge that they need from our reading and from this channel in general. Please subscribe, everyone. And yes, everyone coming in, you're right on time. Please subscribe. We are going to take some time to do a reading. Right now, I'm giving you a cleanse with sage, just cleansing everyone. Now, everyone's coming in divine timing. Please to subscribe. Much. I love you too. Thank you for being here. Push on your bell notifications because I go live every single day. We read day and we make videos every single day. Now, if you're also interested, I have an Instagram, which is _goddess_mode_, and right now it is raining. And we are just waiting for the rain to pass by. But yes, we still are in Hawaii, and yes, we're still figuring out what the heck we're doing in Hawaii. So, hello, I'm Jai. Haribo. Please subscribe. How's everyone doing? Also, give me a number between 1 and 600. Just flip to itself. So we're gonna start here. This is chapter 6, text 33. This is Sanskrit, so I'm going to read it for you. Arjuna Uvacha Yoyam Yajas Twa Prokta Samyana Marusana It's Tayam Hamna Mas Pashyami Kan Kal Dwat Shitin Shitam. Okay, who wants to read it? It's your turn. Arjuna said, O Kodusana. The system of yoga which you have summarized appears impractical and endurable to me, for the mind is restless and unsteady. The system of mysticism described by the Lord Krishna to Arjuna began with the words Sucha, Dese, and ending with Yogi, Padama, is here, being rejected by Arjuna out of feeling of inability. It is. Hi, Troy Weathers Jr. Please subscribe. You're new here. I never saw your name before in the chat. Hey, everyone here. You are here for divine timing and for some transcendental knowledge. So please take the time to subscribe, push the like, and push on the bell notifications for more videos. Thanks you all for being here. I really appreciate your presence. So, the present age and characterized by a bitter struggle for a life of short duration, people are not serious about self realization, even by simple practical means, and what to speak of this difficult yoga system, which regulates the mood of living, the manner of sitting, selecting a place, and detachment of the mind from material engagement. As a practical man, Arjuna thought it was impossible to follow the system of yoga, even though he was fably endowed in many ways. He belonged to the warrior family and was highly elevated in terms of numerous qualities. He was a great warrior. He had great longevity, and above all, he was the most intimate friend of Lord Krishna, the supreme personality of Godhead. First, 5,000 years ago, Arjuna had much better facilities than we do now, yet he refused to accept this system of yoga. Happy Friday the 13th! Yay! Wick Vegas, you're new here, subscribe. In fact, we did not find any record in history of his practicing it at any time. Therefore, the system must be considered generally impossible in this age of Kali. Of course, it may be possible for some very few rare men, but for the people in general, it is an impossible proposal. If this was 5,000 years ago, then what of the present day? Those who are imitating this yoga system in different so called schools and societies, although complacent, are certainly wasting their time. They are completely in ignorance of the desired goal. So, is that God? This is the supreme personality of Godhead. Have you heard of him? His name is Krishna. Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead. So, yes, Cam Watson, take the time to subscribe. You're new here as well. I love seeing new faces. Hi, I'm Jai, and thanks for being here. I like studying different spiritual practices and religions, and right now I'm studying Vaishnavism, Hinduism, Krishna consciousness, but I do love all gods. So that was text 33. I'm going to read one more, but this text definitely stands out to me because being in this practice is not easy, because it helps. So, have you heard the Maha Mantra? If you have not heard of the Maha Mantra is a mantra that cleanses the soul and heart of all accumulated karma and anarthas, not only from this lifetime but past lifetimes. And this path has been difficult for me because it's a new form of knowledge that when you are faced with yourself and your karmic past, you just have to face it and go through it. And for me, I'm just wondering, when, I would be provided with so much mercy that karma is not something that I fear. But reading this text for me has been very interesting because Bhakti Yoga is a form of yoga that is not of movement, it is of knowledge. And so many of us, me included, before I stepped into this path, has been doing yoga wrong in a different way. And I endeavored so many people where Bhakti Yoga is taking out of miscourse. For the mind is restless, turbulent, obstinate, and very strong, O Krishna. And thanks for subscribing. Thanks for being here. For the mind is restless, turbulent, obstinate, and very strong, O Krishna. And to subdue it seems to me, more difficult than controlling the wind. The mind is so strong and obstinate that it sometimes overcomes the intelligence. Although the mind is supposed to be subservient to the intelligence, for a man in a practical world who has to fight so many opposing elements, it is certainly very difficult to control the mind. Artificially, one may establish a mental equilibrium towards both friend and enemy, but ultimately, no worldly man can do so. For this is so more difficult than controlling the raging wind. In the Vedic literatures, it is said, Atmanam Ratinam Vidhi Saram Ratam Ivacha Buritu Saram Vidhi Mana Pragraham Evacha Indriyani Haya Nanahu Vishyayams Tasu Gokaran Atmendriya Mano Yukto Bokte Ahu Mani Sinaha. The individual is the passenger in the car of the material body, and intelligence is the driver. Mind is the driving instrument, and the senses are the horses. The self is thus the enjoyer or sufferer, and the association of the mind and senses. So it is understood by great thinkers. Intelligence is supposed to be directed mind, but the mind is so strong and obstinate that it often overcomes even one's own intelligence. Such a strong mind is supposed to be controlled by the practice of yoga, but such practice is never practical by a worldly person like Arjuna. And what can we say of modern man? The simile used here is appropriate. One can not capture the blowing wind, and it is even more difficult to capture the turbulent mind. The easiest way to control the mind, as suggested by Lord Chaitanya Prabhu Ki Jai, is chanting Hare Krishna, the great mantra for deliverance in all humility. Method prescribed is Savai, Mana Krishna, Pada Ravindayo. One must engage one's mind fully in Krishna. One then will there remain no other engagements to agitate the mind. Well, that's interesting. Hey, Johnny Vibe, if you're here, please subscribe. So, what this passage in itself is saying is this picture here that I will show you. And there's Krishna, and there's his lotus feet. Give you some transcendence. Haribol. Okay, here's the image. Play 33 to mind as restless, turbulent, obstinate, and very strong, O Krishna. So when you look at this photo and the Bhagavad Gita, the horses are the senses, and we do mundane things as a human, and our spirit and the intelligence often is left behind, questioning why exactly are you not surrendering to Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, to help control your senses. A lot of us are stuck in negative habits like addictions and other things that comes with wanting and desiring, and the senses are what can help us get out of those such things by chanting the Maha Mantra and surrendering to Krishna. So, what things are you doing with your eyes that you dislike that you can't control? What things are you doing with your nose that you dislike that you can't control? What things are you doing with your ears that you dislike that you can't? What are you hearing? What are you listening to? What music are you listening to that is not healthy? What are you touching, grabbing that is filthy, that is not of cleanliness? What are you eating? What are you tasting? Is there greed that surrounds your tongue? The senses pulls us left and right. And when we don't take control of our senses, we are now just a empty vessel, a vehicle going left and right from by our own senses. So I do pray to everyone that takes the time to watch this video and this live and stayed this long. Then Krishna, the Supreme Personality Godhead, the blue guy with a flute, comes in your life and helps you in many ways when you surrendering and being obstinate and not using the senses in a healthy way. So this is what this photo means. Controlling the senses is surrendering to the Supreme Personality Godhead and not allowing this flesh body to pour you left and right. It wants to see, it wants to hear a song, so it immediately turns the song on. It wants to smell something, so it immediately goes to go smell it. It wants to have food, so the body immediately gets up and runs towards the food. In order to stop yourself from being controlled by the senses, it is possible to surrender. Yes. One should engage oneself in the practice of yoga with undeviating determination and faith. I'm still working on this myself, but I know all is well. Okay. So this was the page that we finish. Oh, Madhusana, the system of yoga which you have summarized appears impractical and unendurable to me, for the mind is restless and unsteady. The system of mysticism described by Lord Krishna and to Arjuna begins with the words Sutta Dese and ending with Yogi Padama. Is here being rejected by Arjuna out of feeling of inability. It is not possible for an ordinary man to leave home and go to a secluded place in the mountains or jungle to practice yoga in the age of Kali Yuga. The present age is characterized by a bitter struggle of life of short duration. People are not serious about self-realization, even by simple practical means, and what to speak of this difficult yoga system, which regulates the mind of living and the manner of sitting, selection of place, and detachment of the mind from material engagements. As a practical man, Arjuna thought it was impossible to follow the system of yoga, even though he was favorably endowed in many ways. Now, it was hard for Arjuna to follow the system because he had to actually detach from his family, and detaching from one's family is not simple. He belonged to the royal family and was highly elevated in terms of numerous qualities. He was a great warrior. He had great longevity, and above all, he was the most intimate friend of Lord Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. 5,000 years ago, Arjuna had much better facilities than we do now, yet he refused to accept this system of yoga. In fact, we do not find any record in history of his practicing at any time. Therefore, the system must be considered generally impossible in the age of Kali. Of so this is Kali Yuga. The age of Kali is Kali Yuga, which means the age of Kor, the age of darkness, and the age of ignorance. Of course, it may be possible for some very few rare men, but for the people in general, it is impossible proposal. If this were so 5,000 years ago, then what is of the present day? Those who are imitating this system of yoga, this yoga system is different so-called schools and societies, although complacent, are certainly wasting their time. They are completely in ignorance and of the desired goal. So I hope you and myself took things away from that passage. This is the Bhagavad Gita by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, and founder Acharya of the International Society of Krishna Consciousness of ISKCON. This ISKCON community around you, go to the temple and do service because it is a major blessing. And there you have it, Bhagavad Gita as it is, and there's Srila Prabhupada on the back. A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. Yeah. So everyone that came, 1,002,649 of you. Thanks for being here. I love you. I thank you. I honor you. I value you, and the Lord loves you even more. So have a beautiful transcendental day, and please take the time to subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, hit the notification button, and leave more of your amazing comments. Thank you everyone for leaving comments here, and I will see you tomorrow or in the next live. Again, I love you, I thank you, I honor you, I value you, and Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, the best transcendental purifying mantra you ever find. So, Hare Hare. Oh, you came in just on time. I love you. Have a beautiful day. Hare Hare. Cool.